Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
3 guards shot in Scotia ATM robbery. Cops probe his link to similar incident in February. 3 security guards of Burnham Limited have been hospitalized in serious condition after they were shot during a brazen gunfire with robbers at the Brayton Parkway Scotiabank in Portmore St. Catherine on Sunday afternoon. According to Senior Superintendent of Police SSP Stephanie Lindsay, head of the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF Corporate Communications Unit CCU, the security guards were in process of serving the automated teller machine ATM at the bank when gunmen with high-power weapons and handgun attacked. A number of shots were fired, and at the end of the shooting, 3 of the security guards were shot and injured, SSP Lindsay said. She added that the 2 vehicles which were involved with the robbery are now in the custody of the police, after lawmen tracked them to Lakers Pen in the parish shortly after the shooting. The superintendent told reporters that the police, with the help of the military, are carrying out underground operation in the area to try and get more information to aid in investigations. This is the second of such incidents occurring in Portmore in less than a month, with the first taking place a stone's throw away from Jamaica National ATM at the Portmore Pines Plaza. Following Sunday's shooting, SSP Lindsay said investigators are trying to ascertain if there is a connection between the 2 incidents. At the moment, it is a wide investigation. The investigators are not ruling out anything. The fact that we have 2 similar incidents, keen investigators would want to examine that as well. Earlier, I spoke with the commanding officer and his team, and they have made some advanced progress in the first incident, so they will just continue the investigation, and now they will have to look carefully at this, so I know that the team of investigators are working on this case will be looking at everything at this time, she stated. In response to the escalation of armed robberies in his division, St. Catherine South Commanding Officer Superintendent Christopher Phillips said there is a plan in motion to adjust patrol zones so that officers can respond quickly to acts of crime. We have started to put things in place in terms of patrols. We are going to be making adjustments to our patrol zone and focus especially for the business community. I mean, 2 incidents, and we are tracking the one in Spanish Town. They are the concern of us. The investigators are basically linking up across the 2 divisions so that we can really put the pieces together, SSP Phillips said. It is obvious that there is some planning is taking place, some surveillance is taking place, and these guys are organizing themselves in the type of attacks that they are making. That will inform our deployment going forward, looking at the most vulnerable points throughout the division, and to have police present, or at least have the police in an area they can respond quickly, he added. The police confirmed that the perpetrator of the attack made off with a sum of cash. However, the amount is currently not known. In the February attack at the Jamaica National Bank, the robbers stole almost $10 million in cash. 1 security guard was shot and killed, while 2 others were hospitalized in serious but stable condition.
There was a shooting incident at the Brayton Park Scotiabank in Portmore. Based on what we know so far, that security from the beryllium company, they were in the process of servicing the ATM machine when they were attacked by gunmen with high-powered weapons and handguns. A number of shots were fired. At the end of the shooting, 3 of the security officers were shot and injured. We just made checks with the police officers who are currently with the team at the hospital, and they are saying that whilst it's serious but not necessarily life-threatening based on the information from the medical team that's currently treating them. Following the incident, the response of the police officers were very quick, because at the scene, the information was that there were 2 cars that were involved in the incident with the gunmen, so they were able to intercept the vehicles. They now have 2 vehicles in custody, suspected to be the vehicles that were involved in the shooting earlier, and they are carrying on that investigation. They were found somewhere in the Lakes Pen area, and there are also some support along with the police and the military in that area carrying out some underground operations as we speak. There are persons dispatched out trying to get more information, and they are following some strong leads as well. So as the investigation progresses, then we should be able to provide more information.
3 men injured in Birdsucker Lane drive-by shooting. 3 men were left nursing concert home following a drive-by shooting on Birdsucker Lane, Barbican Road in St. Andrew on Saturday evening. According to the police, the men were at a bar when a car drove up and the occupants shot at them. The men were rushed to hospital after the incident, and up to present time their conditions were unknown. Up to 6:30 p.m. Saturday, investigators were present and the road was cornered off and closed to vehicular traffic. Residents and passersby by flock and outskirt of the lane inquired about the shooting. Also, several business operators closed their shops following the incident. A constable at the Jamaica Constabulary Force Corporate Communications Unit told reporters, "We can confirm the incident, but the names of the victims are being withheld." Hanover shopkeeper stabbed to death. A Hanover shopkeeper was stabbed to death at his business establishment in Hopewell District, Sandy Bay on Saturday. Police reported that about 5:45 p.m., 21-year-old Christopher Hibbert was inside his business place when a man visited him. Shortly after, both men were seen in a physical confrontation. Following the altercation, Hibbert was seen suffering from what appeared to be multiple stab wounds. It was discovered that a ratchet knife was used to stab the businessman several times. He was assisted to hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. The police have since been seeking to apprehend the alleged killer who fled the area. Police Federation denies calling emergency meeting. The Jamaica Police Federation has denied a report in the Gleaner that it has called an emergency meeting in relation to the current wage negotiations with the government. Federation Chairman Corporal Will James, in a message dated Sunday, March 19, sent via social media, entitled "Message from the Police Federation," said, "Colleagues, blessed morning. As communicated via all staff dated March 18, 2023, there will be no emergency meeting with rank and file members. We apologize for any inconvenience caused." Cops search for a boyfriend after woman ex-lover killed in Westmoreland. A Westmoreland man is being sought by the police following the killing of his girlfriend's ex-lover in Grange Hill, Morgansbridge, Westmoreland on Saturday. The ex-lover, 38-year-old Ian Sawan, was stabbed to death when he visited a son he had with the woman, police are reporting. Reports reaching reporters are that about 11 a.m., the ex-lover went to see his son. Police said while there, he was reportedly attacked and stabbed several times. Someone was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Police said the woman's boyfriend fled the scene after the incident and is currently being sought by the authorities. The police are trying to determine the reason for the attack. Adams lashes state over police pay. Retired Senior Superintendent of Police Renita Adams has come out gun blazing at the government in support of police personnel who have for long been in salary negotiations with the state. Adams argued that the manner in which the police force has been treated in recent time was debasing and suggested that the lawmen were being indirectly motivated to turn to corruption. It would seem to me that when they treat police with this indignity and disrespect, what they are doing really is sending these people to commit acts of atrocities relating to corruption. And nobody realized that this is a travesty of justice, as far as I am concerned, he told reporters last Thursday. "I was in the force and I know that the longer you hold policemen's salary, they turn to corruption and other means of survival. It's a common thing, everybody knows that out there," he continued. Adams pointed to the rigors of police work, noting that there is rarely enough time to take on side jobs to make additional income. That factor is important. There is no time to do so. So, if there are extreme pressures and other circumstances on their budget, they yield to bribe-taking to garner funds to keep them going along. Unions representing members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF in their fight for proper compensation last week denied that they had rejected a proposed package payment from government and had indicated that they are battling carefully before signing off on anything final. After months of negotiations last year, members of the Jamaica Police Federation agreed to accept the government's wage offer on February 21. The package saw a 4% increase in wages and salaries, related allowances for the contract period April 1, 2021 to March 31, 2022. The agreement is to be inked at a signing ceremony at the Ministry of Finance. Adams warned the government that if it refuses to satisfy police, among other civil servants, its collapse is imminent. Any government that does not realize and recognize that civil servants, public officers, police force, army, teachers, doctors are their best powers, then they have become really senile, imbecilic, and bordering on lunacy. If you don't pay your civil servants, the government is going to fall, and in short order too. I say that to say that these are the people who keep the government going, Adams told reporters. Adams stressed that police officers must be paid for their role in keeping society afloat, considering the high-risk nature of the job. I don't think they are asking for more than what they deserve. They must be able to live on their salary. You pay your rent out of your salary, transportation out of your salary, groceries, send your children to school, and have a little saving out of your salary. They are not asking for anything more, he said. Overall, the treatment of police officers over the last 25 years has been atrocious. There has been the case in regard to everything: promotion, training, proper placement, staffing, salary. There is no motivation, and the force has been underdeveloped for a very long time, and it is not by accident, it's by design. Adams argued that the treatment of police officers and other civil servants stems from colonialism. I have served this country for 43 years and 3 months, and let me tell you, it is a relic of colonialism. A public servant, a civil servant, a teacher, nurse, doctor, police must not become rich because they want to subjugate you to their whims and fantasies. And anything they say to you, you are not in a position to respond against their wishes, he told reporters. They, the civil servants, will never be given any salary that is designed to make them independent. The salary is always designed to make them become begging again. It is a strategy of colonialism and slavery to restrict you from having any semblance of authority, independence, or self-reliance, Adam added.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell